Hey everybody, I'm John Everts from California Leasing, and welcome back to Agents in Community. You guys know this is my favorite segment. You're going to see again why that is today. I'm here with two amazing people. One of them is my friend Terea Metro. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you, John.
Good to see you too. I'm going to introduce you and then I'm going to let you introduce Carrie, okay?
Okay, sounds great.
Teresa is not just a fantastic real estate agent. She's also super involved in the community in lots of different areas, making the community a better place for everyone, which is how I think we should all live, because then it would be a really great world to live in. So I appreciate everything you do in real estate, but I appreciate much more how you're making the community better. And I just want to thank you for that.
Thank you, John. Those were very kind words. It's such a pleasure to be here. And I'm so excited to be able to introduce my dear friend, Carrie Phillips, co-founder and executive director for Rise Foundation. I can't wait for you to tell everyone about this amazing group.
Thank you. So a couple of friends and I started Rise Foundation in 2021. We became aware that the community had a need for what we call kind of a foster closet. So we provide beds, dressers, clothing, toiletries, like all of those kinds of things. We have a warehouse locally on Smythe Drive with all of those items that we keep, and we support other nonprofits in the area who cannot have their own closets. So we get to work with a lot of people, and we primarily focus on kids and families that are in foster care or facing foster care or reunification. So they could be anywhere from the mom is getting DCFS involved because her children don't have their basic needs, and they're paying attention to that family, and we can help provide the basic needs and keep the children in the home with mom. Or they've been removed and they're with a grandparent that wasn't expecting it and needs beds, dressers, and things to be prepared for the children, or car seats if it's a baby. So we provide those kinds of things. And then we've also dealt with reunification, which is one of our favorite things.
I'm sure.
Of being able to stand with a mom or a dad who's trying to regather their life and has gone through a lot of work if they're getting to that point, and get to really stand beside them and encourage them along that way that this is a good thing and that they can do this, and even whatever past is past, and that their children need them. And so it's just been amazing to be able to deal with our social workers in Santa Cruz Valley and the Antelope Valley, who are amazing people, and all of these families, and just be able to see what these needs are. I think they're very invisible in Santa Clarita. They're everywhere.
Well, we talked a little bit about that before we started filming, about one of the unique challenges for nonprofits is you can't just go make a bunch of social media content, because you're talking about people who are protected, need to be protected, locations need to be protected, and so it makes it difficult to raise awareness for what's actually going on. I think you said you just have to trust us that we're actually meeting needs.
It's there.
And it's not unique, just so you know, it's not unique to your nonprofit. That's a very common thing that we hear among a lot of nonprofits. So that's part of why I like doing this so much, is to raise awareness for groups like Rise, because when you hear that story, like you immediately are like, yes, I'm sure those needs exist, right? So what can people do to support Rise?
So right now, one of the largest things that we have need for is finances. We need monthly donors. We need one-time donors. Many of the things that we need to purchase brand new for either legislative reasons or dignity reasons. So anytime we have bedding or any items close to the body, socks, underwear, all that stuff, it's all brand new for dignity purposes. We are not going to give somebody a used pillow. Although it's very nice if somebody wants to donate one, we will decline that. So we're very, very specific about that. I think everybody has heard the kind of trope of handing a foster kid a trash bag for their clothing. We are not doing that. We are trying to make them feel cared for, valued in our society, that we're here, we love you, here's a nice thing to sleep in, which also just empowers them and makes them feel cared for.
It's so funny because you just used two of the words that are in our mission statement at the nonprofit I work with, which is dignity and empower. And we have a slogan: we don't want to give a hand out, we want to give a hand up.
Correct.
But it's very difficult for someone to take a hand up if they don't feel dignified and empowered.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it's very important. I think there is a huge difference And what I've learned, I would say learned along the way, is that most of the time what we're giving somebody, like a mom trying to keep her kids, is not necessarily a massive financial investment for us. But you can tell that this mom is now going home and putting her child to bed in a clean bed that she didn't have. And every time she puts her child to bed, she knows that her community is behind her. She knows that they're there. Many of these people that we deal with, they have no safety net. We don't understand what that's like if you have parents around or people or, different things around you. Like, they don't have that. So, like, I had a couple that was going through, they were experiencing homelessness. They were at a shelter, and we had bought in some things for them. They'd just gotten clothes for the kids, different things like that. And when she got housing through the state, she called me on the phone and said, I got housing. I knew you would be happy for me.
Mm.
And I just was like taken aback of like, oh my gosh, like she has no one else to call. And I don't think we understand that when we try to look at these issues. We kind of look at it through our own lens of like, oh, I'd never end up like that. And the thing that I recognize the most, I think, in talking to people and hearing their stories is if my story was their story, I would likely be exactly where they are and on the other side of this interaction. And it brings this compassion out of you of that. It's not just that I'm better at managing my life than you. It's like, I've had these other things that you have not had. And like, let me teach you what I know and let me make you feel like you could do this too. Like you can, the past is the past, let's move forward. And it's just been beautiful to meet those families.
Awesome. Those are amazing stories. Like, I can feel them when you share them. So cash, which I'm sure the link is going to be on this video, and I'm sure there are easy ways to donate your cash. Anything else? Are you guys looking for anybody to volunteer time? Either working with families or organizing the warehouse or anything like that?
Yeah. So we have our Instagram, which if people follow us, whenever we have organizational days to organize donations, we'll put those out there and people can come help organize. And then in the summer, which is our favorite thing to do, we copied the idea from Foster Village, which is in Charlotte, North Carolina. They were so kind to us 3 years ago and gave us the idea and everything. We do lemonade stands in town. So usually it's right in the middle of July. We flood the town with lemonade stands.
Awesome. I'm going to keep an eye out for
it. Yes, it's a wonderful thing because people ask us all the time, or we hear people say, or I see on Facebook, people say, I want my kid to do something. What can kids do to be involved? And we have the perfect thing.
Yeah.
They host this lemonade stand. All the money goes to Rise. Last year, our lemonade stands made $18,000 in one day.
Wow.
I mean, it was mind-blowing, incredible.
Yay.
And it's just a beautiful thing for these kids to be a part of it. And we always say everyone can do something. And we've seen, like, our kids are our best fundraisers, is what I would say at this point.
Kids
They're
are
spectacular.
amazing fundraisers.
And they feel amazing. We had, there's some church groups, there's some, Girl Scout groups and sports teams, different variety of things, families. So if you're into that, like, pay attention because we do that.
Okay.
And then at Christmas time, we always do gifts. So we have, we do gifts for the social workers to give to the children.
Okay.
So the first year that we did this, we had 12 social workers that we knew. And we asked them, because you could see there's lots of things in town where gifts are going around in boxes. And we said, do you need it? Kind of seems like people do it already. And they said, you know what nobody does is give us gifts to give to the kids and the families that we serve and get to come one day with something positive. And so at that time, there was only 12 of them. So we said, great, we'll buy books and stuffies and a couple things and we'll get this done. The second year we did our Christmas event, we had 40 social workers do it. The third year we
Is
did
that just
we had 80.
The word
yes,
spread among
the word spread, and we grew
workers?
enough to be able to expand it, of offering it. And then this last Christmas, we had 120 social workers from 4 offices.
That's amazing.
And 1,500 gifts went out in an 8-hour time frame, which was incredible, and wrapped, ready to go. That was our big volunteer event as well. People could wrap gifts and stuff. And
so keep an eye on Instagram, because that's where we'll see all those events come up and opportunities to.
Yeah. And that's the thing too with businesses. If people want to host a box, we wrap a box, people throw toys in, kind of things you see around.
Yeah.
So
like
some
Toys
of that,
for Tots kind of a
yeah.
deal.
So some of those things, depending on what level of involvement you want, there's absolutely a place for everybody.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. What a great organization, Teresa. Thank you for bringing her in. I I love hearing about this stuff. The lifeblood of a nonprofit is awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we want to do, is make sure that people are aware of what you guys are out there doing, and then the support can come.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I appreciate it
John.
so
Thanks
much.
for doing what
Yeah.
you do.
Thank
Jeez.
you.
You know, and thank you for joining us. I hope you felt something. I felt something. I'm sure you felt something too. So don't sit on that feeling. Do something with it. You know,
Yes.
lean into it, and then figure out a way to get involved
Yes.
to make the community a better place.
Yeah.
We will see you next time on Agents in Community.